your favorite host. Welcome to the Life and Healing Podcast. After decades of dealing with life and all of its mess, I decided to produce a podcast helping others become the best version of themselves and finding your ability in your disabilities by sharing many different testimonials, tips, and much more. In other words, sharing the message from within the mess. Can you help me share your message within your mess as well to others? There are many ways that you can do that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the cleanup. Let's get it done. No excuses. Hello. This is Kristen All Love coming at you live or on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Hey! So anyways, I wanted to come at you with the bariatric items. For me personally, that was a whole hot mess. It took me a minute to figure it out. I had to go on some groups. I had to make sure that I understood what in the world I was doing, because this journey in the bariatric world, that's a whole new mindset. And for all of you out there, I put it on the website www.lifehealingpodcast.com. Not www Life and Healing Podcast, even though that's what the thing is called. But it's www.lifehealingpodcast.com. And like, comment, share, subscribe. We want to hear your items, whatever it is that you're doing. Please don't mind my fan in the background. It is hot in Alaska right now. I know you guys are thinking I live in an igloo, but we don't. But anyways, so on the website, I put in some links where you can find the items. You can go in the stores also, but these are just a little heads up. I buy these consistently. I like my coffee, and something that the coffee does, you can't have like a whole huge pot of coffee, okay, throughout the day. But the doctor told me, and there's going to be a million doctors doing different things, but I just kind of went with whatever my doctor, so go with whatever your doctor is doing. But this is kind of like a guideline, and I like to make sure that everything is up to par before I even do something. I want to make sure I understand something before it even hits. Just like when I go to college and stuff like that, which I am about to start, I want to make sure I read all the books first. So I'm not stuck not understanding what in the world the teacher's talking about in the moment. So anyways, so the coffee. I had to switch out my 1 cup of coffee every other once in a while, okay? I need something to keep me awake. I have a condition. I have a million conditions. And this is one of the reasons why I'm getting the bariatric. Roux-en-Y, not the sleeve, the Roux-en-Y, is because all these conditions can die down and I don't have to worry about all these stuff. So hopefully, mainly, I'm not that big. But, so anyways, the coffee is one of those things that I wanted. And I had to figure out how to keep that with having the protein going in and the water intake, okay? That's the biggest things, 2 biggest things that you're going to have to worry about. Or be concerned. Take the word worry out of your vocabulary. It really works. So I decided to figure out what instant brew I liked. And I personally am from Germany, so I like the German stuff. So if you have something in, like a Russian brew or anything like that from a European standpoint, I'm not saying nothing about American, but those actually are good coffees and good teas, okay? So anyways, the caffeine, what it will do is it will dehydrate you. If you drink it all day long, completely, like you used to, at least 1 cup is good, okay? 1. All right. So my recipe, I mix it up, but one of my recipes is I take my Boost glucose control which is in the website that you can look up. It has 16 grams of protein. I am actually, my doctor prescribed it to me. So technically, it comes to me medically. But you can get it in the pharmacy. The Boost Glucose Control, and you can get it on Amazon, is 16 grams of protein. And I believe it has like 15 grams of carbs, so you want your carb low levels, and then 4 grams of sugars. So you want to keep the sugars, proteins, and carbs at a certain level. So the proteins you want to keep high, the carbs you want to keep low. Okay, the sugars definitely low. All right. So the recipe is the full, whatever, the 8 ounce, whatever ounces it is, one little bottle of the Boost in my little blender. Then I put whatever the scoop is for the coffee, for the instant coffee. And then if I want added extra protein powder, then I just add like a scoop of whatever protein powder I want. Currently I am using either Slim Fast or Rise, RYSE. They have a marshmallow, which is so good. So I make a s'mores coffee. All right, that tastes so good, almost like you're taking the crackers and all that stuff. So I do that. I have my favorite one is the marshmallow one. So I take the Rise, 1 scoop of that, 1 scoop of Vanilla Boost. The Rise has 25 extra grams of protein and 5 extra grams of carbs. I do creatine. I take 1 scoop of that, 1 scoop of collagen, 1 scoop of MCT powder, which you can get those 3 things in, those 2 things, the MCT powder and the collagen, in a liquid form as well. So I'll put that on the website as well. That, and then I add maybe, there's a Torani, and I'll put that on there too, a Torani sugar-free syrup for, you know how like they do at the coffee shops. You add just a little bit. You don't have to put a whole bunch. A little bit of the Torani sugar-free s'mores flavored syrup to go with the marshmallow. Oh, so good. And a little bit of caramel, just a tad, like a spritz, okay? And mix, and then add my water for the rest of the way up, okay? And that's where I'll get my water intake, my protein intake, low on carbs, and that's my meal for the day, for the morning. I take it at night too, or whatever. It depends on how I feel that day. But that's where I get my coffee in. Now, the ladies in the front desk, they said the ice cube trays to get your ounces in for your food. You could get ice cube trays, and it's like perfect. You put your food in there, and you, when you're ready for your food intake, go ahead and pop that little food ice cube or whatever, that size. And it is the exact size that you're going to need in the Bariatric. So ice cube trays, the little ones that I put on there in the link, I absolutely love. I tried them out, and you don't have to like do anything. You just pop them up from the bottom, and it looks so simple. They are smaller, just a little bit smaller, but they have a lid, and it's great. And it's great for those canisters that can't fit the whole ice cube, those bigger ice cubes. So it's good to have those too. I love my organic coconut protein, the organic protein blend. I haven't used it in a while because I want to do that after the surgery. I'm like utilizing just a little bit now. And food storage containers. I believe these ones are 4 ounces that I have, and so they're freezable. And they're refrigeratable. So those are on the link. And And I found a pina colada virgin style bariatric, okay? Healthy, all right? Figured out the recipe for that on accident. So I take the Rise orange pineapple drink, which is in my website, and I did find it at Walmart too. So Amazon, Walmart, that's where I found it at. Rise is kind of over here in Alaska. It's like really iffy finding it, but Amazon has been my best friend. So anyways, the orange pineapple, I put 1 scoop or a little bit of the scoop if I'm mixing it with another like Gatorade Zero or whatever. But anyway, so if I'm doing the full and just using the Rise, I do 1 scoop with a little bit of water, and it fluffs up. So just put a little bit in your little blender, and then put your ice in your cup, and then fill your cup up enough water, and then pour the rest in your blend into your cup, because you're gonna overflow, and that fluff will just go down in and everything. So it's the powdered drink with a little bit of Tarani, however you say it, coconut sugar-free syrup. Okay, it's coconut flavored, just a little bit. And then put the ice in. I did that, and found out that, yep, that tastes like my favorite drink in the world when I was out there drinking a pina colada. Like, it was great, and it's great in the summer, so it's healthy, so you're still getting all your health stuff in. And then I put all my like collagen powder in there, MCT powder, the creatine. I can put it in any drink as long as I have it, and I have it in liquid form too, in the little bottles. I found those on Amazon as well, to get all my vitamins, because when you're in the vitamin, you're going to be vitamin deficient, and you're going to be needing vitamins all the rest of your life. So you need to stock up. Multivitamins, women or men, okay, because men get this surgery too. So it was B12. You're going to need iron. They said turmeric. They said iron. They definitely calcium, the 600. You're going to need 2 of those a day, but you're not supposed to take 2 at a time. You're supposed to take one like in the morning, and then maybe 1 in the afternoon, or 1 later at night. So you can't take certain vitamins together, because it'll build up and just mess you up. This is what I was told by the ones that actually had the surgery, that they work in the doctor's office. Let's see, B12, then you're going to need your collagen, you're going to need your vitamin D3, you're going to need your MCT, you're going to need prebiotics, probiotics. They did say Flintstones. You take 2 of those, the Flintstones Complete. Remember those old school Flintstones? They said 2 of those a day is cool. And what I used to do, because I have a problem swallowing, I would crush all my pills that are crushable. I just crush them in a little crusher thingy, and then put it in my food or my drinks. Okay. So you can also do that. So you're going to need a little crusher. Maybe I'll put that in the link too. The website will just be full of a whole bunch of stuff. How about that? You're just going to have to scroll, but it'll help you. If you're diabetic, I will somehow figure out if I want to put it up there, but I have a sheet that I made for myself that I got approved by the doctor. I have a big folder before I even went in. I mean, this was all God. Before I even thought about bariatric surgery, like, I was just sitting here putting together a folder, and I was so prepared that the nutritionist was shocked, yeah, everybody was shocked on that. So I didn't have to do much of anything besides just go to my doctor's appointments. But anyways, I have a folder, and if you have questions, we can Zoom or link up. The email is info@kristinallove.com. info at, with the at sign, CHRISTIANALLLOVE.com. Okay, so you can email me at that. You can comment in the comment sections wherever it is. We're on Spotify, we're on YouTube. You can comment in there. You can Divine Empire Builders Corp, CORP, on Facebook. You can go on there and comment on there. The links are on. They will be everywhere that has a place where it's all there. Okay, so I usually will I'm fixing it all up now, putting it all in there, the new links. It'll just stay as the same links every time. And if I have one, it'll stay one link, and then I might add a link in there. So, yeah, different foods. Okay, so I was told watermelon was not good. I was upset that I had to lose my watermelon. My doctor said, and I've heard it, but my nutritionist said it too, but I just couldn't believe it. I was wondering why I was gaining weight when I was only pretty much eating fruit and vegetables, and I was actually doing good before the surgery situation. I was gaining weight. So what had happened was, what had happened was the watermelon has a lot of carbs in it. And he said you could eat a couple pieces, but not sit there, eat it every day, and then expect yourself to lose weight. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, cranberry, that is okay. A banana, you still have to be careful. The good bananas are the green ones. That's where all your nutrients are going to be in. Don't overflood your life with bananas in a day. Have one banana a day, and that's okay, but make sure it is a green banana. I know it tastes nasty, but it's actually the healthiest version of it, okay? The yellow ones they start packing in sugar. So, yeah, once they turn yellow, that means it's sugar. So I had to stop my melons. I was so upset. Cheese. You're better off getting the block cheese or the mozzarella sticks. They're like in a red bag. I don't know what the brand is. Swan something, but it's a red top. And they're pretty good. The mozzarella sticks are good, especially after bariatric surgery. What else was there? When you're gonna need like a baby spoon, they said, because that's gonna be the portion that you're gonna be eating. You have to slow down. Once you take a bite, put your spoon, fork, knife, whatever down. Sit there for a little bit. Think about your food, think about your chewing, all that stuff. Don't rush into eating. If you rush in, practice before you have surgery, because you can really hurt yourself on your surgical incisions and stuff. And, it can really, really hurt you. So just be careful. Just practice that before surgery. That was one of my problems. I always rush food. I know why, but it's hard. I'm just being real. Like that is my hardest thing. Dairy, the milks, dry milk, I learned that's a lot of, I had to get rid of all my dry milk. I love dry milk because the real milk doesn't do it for me. I'm lactose intolerant. I know, I'm a whole hot mess. But I guess I'm a hot mess to be able to tell you the message within the mess. Hey, there you go. Let's see. This is how God works. So milk, dry milk. If I find one, I'll let y'all know. But I had to get rid of mine. I thought it was healthy, but it wasn't. So what I ended up with was sweet. I'll put it in the website. the unsweetened almond milk, it has like 1 carb. Okay. The protein, I don't remember what the protein was, but I barely drink it, but I use it in my shakes if I want to. Or just drink it regular or something, instead of using water. What else was there? There was the shakers. If you could find a shaker, I'll put that on the site too. I'll see if I can find it for you guys, so you can know what I'm talking about. But there's like a Twix and a Snickers shakers, and I got mine from Walmart. And I add a little bit of that powder to the shakes, and oh my goodness, that stuff is so good. The powdered peanut butter. There's like a pre or probiotic powdered peanut butter. You can get that as well. I'll just add those photos on there too, so you can see what's going on. This is all just here to help you. What else on the food list? You're gonna need chicken breast before you go in to your surgeries. You're allowed chicken breast, some fish. Nothing breaded. Get used to that. My biggest thing was KFC. All right. I had because I actually am overcoming the temptations here, but the breading, I am a KFC eater. Chicken and mashed potatoes with no gravy and corn. All right, that's my go-to meal all the time. I had to cut DoorDash off. So, anyways, nothing breaded. The air fryer is beautiful. You can use that. My favorite thing right now is chicken wings with I can't have any I love seasonings and all that stuff. Don't look at me like I can't cook, okay? I can cook, and I like seasoning stuff up. So if I'm doing an event or whatever, I know how to cook with seasoning. All right, I ain't one of them types that don't know. But for me personally, I had to change to this due to my health issues, okay? So I just put my regular chicken wings on the George Foreman, 4 pieces, and I'm good to go. That's my meal, and maybe adding some strawberries or something. You have to be careful. Your intake for, I had to read all this. Like, your intake for like strawberries is like 4 strawberries a day. All right. You could cut it up and make it look like 20, but 4. All right. And then the carrots, you can't eat too many carrots. Even though that they're healthy, there's a limit that you can eat on carrots. I had to learn that. Like, it is a pain in the behind, but it is worth learning. So I'll do more on that stuff as well as I'm thinking about it. If you have any advice, please let me know and let everybody else know. We're all in this together. And it doesn't have to be bariatric. It can be about, like whatever food stuff you have, or if you have questions, let me know. I could add, if I don't know the answer, I'm asking my doctor. All right. There are Roux-en-Y and Gastric Sleeve Facebook support groups. You just have to find the right one for you. They're pretty good. They're not bad. They have some good recipes in there. Yeah, just make sure your mental health, your mentality is pretty good and like ready to go before you get the surgery, okay? Because you're just totally gonna fail. Just being real, you're gonna fail if your mentality is not right into where you want the best for your life and you want to be the best version of yourself. All right. If you're not strong enough, have people, when you're looking into everybody, like I had my friend, we went to and she's like the greatest supporter. Okay. She's not an enabler, but I had to remind her, she's a good godly woman. All right. And we went to this event where there was like a whole bunch of vendors everywhere you turn. It was like vendor, whatever, it was like a theater situation or whatever, outside event. So, there was like little things that was happening and all that stuff. So, yeah, vendor, blah, 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 vendor, blah, blah, blah. So, my vow was, and I even told my mom, okay, I said like a couple days before, and this is like the hardest thing I had to do. It got easier now, but, but, I said, I'm not going to eat anything outside of my house because I already have everything set up in my house for success. Okay? I'm not scared of the outside, but why would I want to spend money and be in my addiction, and deal with that? I have to learn how to deal with the addiction. And because I was always ordering, as soon as I get $20, I'm on DoorDash, like whatever. So like now I still have my $20. That is the vow. The $20 that I got, I'm not broke, but this is the $20 that I'm keeping in my pocket for at least, if I use it on medicine or something, that's fine. But it can't be for food. All right. That's been the hardest thing. So, anyways, so these vendors, my friend was like, oh, yeah, you sure you're not hungry? Nope. And then, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I said, well, let me go check that Turkish place out. Because, like, last year we went and I love the gyros. For everybody else, it's called, it's real in Greek for gyro, which is a gyro in American. But, it was like, all right, well, I'm going to go check it out. It was like big temptation. She goes, you sure you're not hungry? You could go over here. We could go over here. And so we get back to the bus. I said, okay. So isn't it in the word that, we're not supposed to be leading each other into temptation. All right. God's not, there to lead us into temptation. So I said, but I thought we were supposed to not lead each other into temptation. We're supposed to help each other out. You have to have your own voice and be able to speak up for your own success, okay? If that person doesn't know, how are they supposed to help you in the situation? So she was like, you know what? I am so sorry. You are absolutely right. I said, yeah, thank you. Because I said, you got to stop enabling me, man. Like, that's not cool. I love you, but no, I don't want to be enabled. I said my vow, and I had to keep telling it. My vow was to not eat anything out the side. I have food at the house. Please tell me and remind me I have food at the house. If I go off the wall, I have food at the house. I eat before I leave. I make sure everything is good. I'm not going to go hungry. My day is planned, and I can help y'all out with that too. I get up at 4 o'clock every morning, maybe 5. My dog doesn't let me sleep past 7:45. I wish he did. But anyways, and I have my coffee shake. I have, my regular, protein water or whatever, that has to deal with health. Everything I have is a healthy situation. So I have to remind myself, all right, I'm not going to eat outside the house. I'm not going to spend this $20, which I could have easily done. And I'm proud of myself. So don't be into temptation. Speak up for your situation. And you got to consistently remind yourself. That was the hardest thing for me personally that I've ever done, like in the temptation of food. Okay. And all I seen was I want to throw up. I'm not anorexic, okay? So but the carbs, I can't eat French fries anymore. I cannot eat like all that the breading. I miss bread, but I don't want it anymore. Like my body is not taking it. And then like onions and stuff like that. I went into the hospital for it. So I'm not trying to do all that extra. I just want my chicken wings. That's why I have my chicken wings or my fish, can of tuna, with the oil in it, the extra virgin olive oil. I love that. I don't like the one in water. It's just nasty to me. Y'all can have that. I don't make it with mayonnaise and all that stuff. I just eat it plain. I'm weird, I know, but I can't. It just upsets my stomach. So, anyways, yeah, just different things. Um, so just don't let the temptation get to you. I believe in you, and let's get this done. All right. So, like I said before, items are in the website www.lifehealingpodcast.com. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that for a moment. And in the next podcast about bariatric, I'm not sure what it's going to be about, but I'll just do a whole bunch, and then, just kind of put my little journey in there as well. I would like to hear your journey. I'm going to just put all this stuff as it's going, and just new stuff. Just keep going in your journey. I believe in you. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Help someone else out. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, we would love for you to leave a review. Be blessed by the best and not stressed by the less.